Coming up on Lindenwood News, Turning Point USA makes its debut at Lindenwood University, sparking conversation about political engagement on campus.
Plus, the AWS outage had an effect on all students and staff on campus.
And the Lady Lions golf team wraps up their fall season in Manhattan, Kansas this past week.
Those stories and more ahead on Lindenwood News.
Of Lindenwood News. I'm Reagan Etnier.
And I'm Anna Rao.
A national organization making its presence felt on college campuses across the country, including right here at Lindenwood University. Turning Point USA recently launched a chapter on campus aiming to spark political engagement among students. Reporter Truman Griesel here in the studio with the story.
Thanks, Reagan. The journey has been 3 years in the making here at Lindenwood, and for President Bailey Cruzy, it was something that she knew she wanted to see happen even before she stepped on campus as a freshman in 2024.
Back in 2022, Turning Point was denied by the Lindenwood student government, but here in 2025, after many meetings and lots of prayer, the organization has officially been approved. The process to get approved first started with getting approval from the national organization, before Lindenwood chapter president Bailey Cruzy stepped in front of the Lindenwood student government that ended with a Lindenwood officially having a Turning Point USA chapter.
We were unsure if it would get approved, but I'm very thankful that it did because it has created an incredible community already.
Turning Point USA is a national nonprofit organization founded in 2012 by the late Charlie Kirk. The group promotes conservative values and focuses on informing and educating college students on political topics and to empower students to organize and advocate for freedoms on campus. Turning Point's mission is for students to give back to others and also open up leadership opportunities for students founded on its strong faith-based beliefs.
I want to be able to educate students on Turning Point's mission, which is education for young people on free markets, fiscal responsibility, and just overall constitutional rights. And I think that's super important, especially our age, and just to show more students what that looks like.
Cruzy says her goal is to foster community outreach events centered around veterans and helping the community in general. Even though Turning Point has only been around a few short weeks here at Lindenwood, it has already fostered great community within the campus and allowed students to meet new friends and learn together. And for many, this is just the beginning.
Turning Point USA here at Lindenwood aims to be more than just another club. They aim at informing and educating Lindenwood students that choose to join on what it means for community outreach, as well as being educated on the political landscape here in the United States. 30 students are already a part of this growing club, but for those still looking to join the Lindenwood chapter, they can DM the Instagram or go to the main connection page and search Turning Point USA. All students will then have to do is fill out a form and be in. Now, back to the desk.
Lindenwood advertising students are taking their skills from the classroom into the real world, helping to shape the brand of one of St. Charles' most anticipated new businesses. In the historic Frenchtown district, a once abandoned 1940s Texaco station is getting a second life, all thanks to a pair of local entrepreneurs and a talented group of Lindenwood students. Bench Racers is a creation of a husband and wife team. After 2 years of renovations, Andy Stark, a Lindenwood alumnus, turned to his alma mater for help. The group of students went above and beyond all expectations, creating everything from the logo to event planning and even merchandise, including the owner's furry four-legged companion, Lucy. Bench Racers is set to open this spring in Frenchtown and will be the home to a new food truck park in St. Charles.
The Lady Lions golf team just wrapped up their fall season this past week in Manhattan, Kansas at the Power Cat Invitational. We got to catch an interview with Meredith Colby on her thoughts on the tournament and overall season.
We just finished up our fall season at the Power Cat Invitational at Kansas State, and the wind speeds were up to 40 miles an hour. Our fall season, we competed pretty well. We had a lot of ups and downs, but we handled those really well, so I'm proud of that. In our off season, we're planning on focusing on our health. We're starting conditioning, we're continuing our lift schedule, and also doing a lot of team bonding and volunteer activities.
The Lions worked very hard this season, and after a 2.5-month stretch, The Lady Lions will be back next spring with their first tournament, taking place on March 8th through the 10th in Camarillo, California.
A major global disruption to the internet caused cloud services from Amazon Web Services to go offline, knocking out dozens of widely used apps and websites. In the early hours of Monday, October 20th, the AWS system, or the backbone of thousands of websites and apps around the world, experienced a system-wide outage. The outage had a huge effect to students on campus, as one of the programs that was affected was Canvas. Students and staff could not access Canvas to complete assignments or grading.
I just got back from a trip yesterday and I had some A week classes ending, and I'm on the verge of sometimes like that A or B, and I could see my teachers grading it, but I could not see the grade. It was just very stressful. It gave me a lot of anxiety, and also some of my teachers canceled class, but one didn't, and she posted all this stuff about look on Canvas for all this information, and I could not access it. So now I feel like I'm a little bit behind, and I just feel like it just should have been handled better.
Along with the issues students had accessing Canvas, there was also issues with Grubhub, the app used on campus to order food in Spelman. Students had to use the ordering kiosk in the dining hall instead, limiting their options to only Chick-fil-A and Qdoba.
Well, I couldn't order inside or outside Spelman and go pick it up. I had to go and use the tablets, and for Starbucks I had to go inside and order inside Starbucks.
Among the challenges of the outage, Lindenwood IT worked diligently to keep students up to date on the outage, sending emails every couple hours with more updates.
With the temperatures dropping and the leaves beginning to change colors, it means the fall is here and we have entered the spooky season in the St. Louis area with plenty of events for the whole family to enjoy. To kick off the fall season, Lindenwood hosted their popular Dark Carnival this past weekend. The night was filled with plenty of games, rides, crafts, tricks, and treats, while plenty of people were dressed in a wide variety of costumes. This year featured a food truck graveyard haunted by favorites, Royal Treats, Traveling Toms, Beverly Ann's, Tasty Burger, Lion's Frozen Custard, and Hot Box Cookies. Guests also had the chance to decorate pumpkins, brave a visit through the haunted house, and take part in a free trunk or treat. The Dark Carnival was a celebration that brought the Lindenwood community together in an unforgettable way. The long-standing tradition had been a cherished part of campus life for generations. For those that missed out on the Dark Carnival, there are still plenty of fall events that people can be a part of, such as Halloween nights at Grant's Farm featuring a haunted tram ride, themed shows, seasonal snacks, and a monster mash. On Main Street, St. Charles, there are plenty of events including the popular Legends and Lanterns and Pumpkin Glow. Legends and Lanterns takes people on a journey through Halloween's history, while the Pumpkin Glow features merchants on a historic Main Street decorate their front yards with hundreds of carved illuminated pumpkins for visitors to enjoy. October in the St. Louis area has plenty to offer for people of all ages as the calendar gets closer to Halloween. That's it for this edition of Lindenwood News.
I'm Anna Rao. Thanks for joining us.